In order to honor prominent Indian writers and researchers who have presented significant works in introducing Persian culture and literature over the past years, the Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Culture and Islamic Guidance of the Islamic Republic of Iran, in cooperation with the Book House of Iran, Bidel Dehlavi Foundation, as well as the University of Delhi and Persian Language Teachers Association, executed the first round of the second Regional Book Award on January 8, 2020 at Gandhi International Center in Delhi. In the beginning, Dr. Mohsen Javadi, Deputy Minister of Culture and Islamic Guidance Ministry, stated at the ceremony that cultural and social relations between Iran and India have a long history and have always been identified with books. In the old days, when travelers traveled from Iran to India, they brought many manuscripts with them. Therefore, they could use them in efficient ways. Evidence of this is the huge volume of manuscripts in Indian libraries, and in return, when merchants came to Iran from India, they not only traded but also brought books, knowledge, and wisdom. Consequently, social and economic relations were formed with books and culture. Afterwards, Dr. Ali Chegini, Iran's ambassador to India, stated, "I'm honored to be here to introduce people who can lead to cultural relations between Iran and India. I would like to speak Persian, despite that we can speak another language. However, it is a pity if we speak English in India and among the learned people and scholars in this assembly." He considered the relations between Iran and India as highly cultural, and he declared, "It is clear that no other factor and dimension can adversely impact the friendship and closeness of the two nations, as the relationship is cultural and the culture originates from civilization and values. Indian and Persian civilizations came together in throughout the history, and this beauty and feeling of closeness and abundance that we see today between the two nations is the fruit and the manifestation of this closeness." Dr. Chegini asserted that the relationship between India and Iran is not based on profit and loss. India's relationship with Iran goes back to the depths of their souls. As a result, Indians do not feel homesick in Iran, and we feel at home in their homelands. Dr. Chegini, ambassador of Iranian Islamic Republic in Delhi, presented awards to 10 Indian writers and poets whose works were announced as winners by a scientific committee of arbitration participating in the Delhi International Book Fair. Mr. Vahra further considered the Iranian culture as a growing and deep culture, and he added, "Fortunately, there are examples of books and exhibitions of Iranian handicrafts, and we intend to welcome more of those in future, and our center is ready for any cooperations." In the first part, the prizes were awarded in 3 fields of proofreading, authorship, and translation, in which 1 person in each field was selected as the winner and 2 people were awarded as worthy of appreciation. Moreover, in this program, in addition to the winners of the literary works, a number of prominent professors of Persian language who were source of services in the field of Persian language development were praised. It must be mentioned that the late Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru writes in his book, Discovery of India, among the many people and races who have come in contact with Indians and influenced India's life and culture, the oldest and most persistent have been the Iranians.